Chapter 4, Rainforest Creatures. They creep and crawl. They flit and fly. They growl and howl. The world's rainforests are alive with millions of animals, bugs, and birds. Predators and protection. Most rainforest animals depend on other animals for food. Animals that kill and eat other animals are called predators. The animals that predators kill are called their prey. Red colobus monkeys. Many rainforest creatures have special ways of protecting themselves from predators. Some have colors that help them blend with their natural surroundings. This kind of protection is called camouflage. Camouflage. Lizards like this gecko have skin that looks like rocks and dirt. Some creatures fool predators by looking like plants. If they stay very still, predators will leave them alone because they won't see them. Insects like this catid have wings that look just like leaves. Stick insects look just like twigs. Some creatures scare predators away by looking bigger and scarier than they really are. Many moths and butterflies have marks on their wings that look like big eyes. When these creatures open their wings, predators think the eyes belong to a creature that might eat them. Eye moth. Marks like these are called eye spots. Predators use camouflage too. This vine snake looks more like a vine than a snake until it attacks its prey. Yikes! Night creatures. The rainforest is just as alive at night as it is during the day. Many creatures come out only after the sun has gone down. They are called nocturnal. Nocturnal creatures. Nocturnal means active at night. Many nocturnal creatures have very large eyes. Their big eyes let in more light and help them see in the moonlight forest. Night monkeys. Bats are common nocturnal creatures. There are hundreds of different kinds of bats in the world's rainforests. Many bats have a strong sense of smell that helps them find fruits and flowers in the dark. Others use sound to find and capture insects and to find their way in the night. Vampire bat. At night, rainforest trees twinkle with fireflies and click beetles. Scientists think insects like these talk to each other with their flashing lights. Lucio firefly, click beetle. Water creatures. Rivers run through most of the rainforests of the world. Thousands of different kinds of fish live in these rivers. Snakes, crocodiles, and lizards slither and sleep on the banks. Anacondas. Anacondas attack animals that have come to the river for a drink of water. Some rainforest crocodiles are over 20 feet long. Flesh-eating piranha have scary, razor-sharp teeth, but they mostly eat berries, fruits, seeds, and other fish. Turn the page to meet more incredible creatures of the rainforest. Our favorite rainforest animals, army ants. Army ants have painful stingers. They raid the rainforest floor in large swarms searching for food. A swarm of marching army ants travels about a foot every minute. Sometimes there are more than 1 million ants in the swarm. Army ants catch and kill spiders and insects. Sometimes they also kill small animals that can't get out of their way. Army ants don't eat people, but you still wouldn't want to be in their path. A sting from an army ant really hurts. Army ants live in rainforests in South America. Bird-eating tarantulas don't eat birds very often. They are much more likely to eat frogs, snakes, mice, and lizards. Bird-eating tarantula, Goliath spider. The bird-eating tarantula, is one of the biggest spiders in the world. A bird-eating tarantula can be 11 inches from the tip of one leg to another. That's bigger than a baseball glove. Bird-eating tarantulas have sharp, curved fangs. Their fangs can be over an inch long. Bird-eating tarantulas live in the rainforests of South America. Queen Alexandra's birdwing butterfly. The Queen Alexandra's birdwing is the biggest butterfly in the world. This butterfly has a wingspan a foot wide. The Queen Alexandra's birdwing is beautiful but dangerous. It is poisonous to eat. Creatures who eat it get very sick but do not usually die. The Queen Alexandra's birdwing is very rare. It lives only in a small area of rainforest in New Guinea. Goliath beetle. Imagine an insect as big as a mouse with long horns and 6 sharp claws. That's the Goliath beetle of the African rainforest. The Goliath beetle is the heaviest insect in the world. It can weigh as much as a small hamster. It can be 4 inches long. Goliath beetles have 2 sharp hooks on each of their 6 legs. They use these hooks to clamp on to the sides of trees. Once a Goliath beetle has attached itself to something, it's almost impossible to pull it off. The Goliath beetle lives in the rainforests of Africa. Red-eyed tree frog. Red-eyed tree frogs eat mostly flies and other insects, but sometimes they eat other frogs. Red-eyed tree frogs usually hunt at night. Their huge eyes help them see better in the dark. They have sticky fingers and toes that help them hold on to slippery tree trunks, branches, and leaves. Red-eyed tree frogs lay their eggs in plants that hang over streams. When they hatch, the tadpoles plop right into the water. Red-eyed tree frogs live in the rainforests of Central and South America. Poison arrow frog. Poison arrow frogs are tiny but deadly. Most poison arrow frogs are only an inch long, but they have a poison in their skin that is strong enough to kill anything that eats them. One poison arrow frog has enough poison to kill over 100 people. The bright colors of poison arrow frogs warn other animals that they are dangerous to eat. They got their name because for hundreds of years, hunters in the rainforest have used their poison on arrows and darts. Sloth. Sloths are some of the slowest moving creatures in the world. It could take a sloth over an hour to cross an average-sized living room. Sloths have long, curved claws. Their claws look pretty scary, but sloths never attack other animals. They only eat leaves. Sloths use their claws as hooks to hang on to tree branches. In fact, sloths live most of their lives hanging upside down. Sloths live in the rainforests of Central and South America. Toucan. There are about 40 different kinds of toucans in the rainforests of Central and South America. Toucans have huge, colorful bills. They use their giant bills like scissors to snip berries and fruits from the branches of trees and bushes. A toucan's bill isn't as heavy as it looks. It's a thin, hollow shell over a bony skeleton. Toucan. When toucans go to sleep, they turn their heads to the side and lay their bills on their backs. Then they fold their tails over their bills to cover them up. Plate-billed mountain toucan. Toucans live in the rainforests of Central and South America. Jaguar. Jaguars are beautiful big cats. Male jaguars can be 6 feet long and weigh 250 to 300 pounds. That's as big as a professional football player. Jaguars are good climbers. They often hide in rainforest trees, waiting to pounce on deer, wild pigs, or other animals that roam the forest floor. Unlike most cats, jaguars are also good swimmers. They swim in rainforest rivers to catch fish, turtles, even crocodiles. Sadly, there are few jaguars left in rainforests. Many have been killed off by hunters for their beautiful fur. Jaguars live in the rainforests of Central and South America. Pangolin. Pangolins are some of the weirdest looking animals in the rainforest. They have long, skinny heads. They have stubby legs with huge, sharp claws. They have no teeth. Strangest of all, their bodies are covered with big, thick scales. Pangolins live in the rainforests of Africa. When a pangolin is scared, it rolls into a tight ball. Its scales protect it from any animal that tries to attack. Pangolins are sometimes called scaly anteaters. That's because ants are their favorite food. They usually go hunting for ants at night.